Non-payment of wages isn't the only issue that restaurant workers face. Since the majority of restaurant workers lack paid sick leave, they are often forced to work while sick. Because of the close interactions between restaurant workers, their patrons, and the food they eat, this issue affects not just the workers themselves, but the diners as well.
If you think about it, when we go to a restaurant, the people that are serving us, the people that work in the back of the house, the chefs, the prep cooks, the busboys, the waiters are all touching our food, touching our plates, touching our silverware, touching our glassware. I think people would be shocked about the health issues. No one wants their food sneezed on. Nobody wants a sick person serving them.
I know a lot of people have worked while they're sick, yes. I have had to work while sick, yes, absolutely. But again, you have to make the decision whether you want to work and pay your rent, or if you want to stay home and take care of your body.
The attitude of restaurants towards sick workers, in my experience, has typically been, we'll just be safe with the food. Don't get people sick. That's pretty much all they care about, it seems.
People have been exposed to food that's probably been contagious because of sick workers, for sure. I mean, the numbers show that now.
Sick restaurant workers don't just serve diners food, they also serve diners germs. A CDC study released in October of 2012 revealed just how dangerous it is to force restaurant workers to come in while sick. The norovirus is the leading cause of foodborne illnesses in the United States. According to the study, infected food handlers were the direct source of 53% of outbreaks and may have contributed to 82% of all outbreaks.
One restaurant worker talked about how she came in one time very sick and was serving a large group of people, including the mayor. So I'm not sure I would have been been at that dinner where the woman with a 102-degree temperature was cooking food for me. So.
Cities around the country have begun to understand that when it comes to the issue of working sick, restaurant workers and diners are in it together. Seattle, New York, and Washington, D.C., among others, have already passed mandatory paid sick leave. In 2011, Mayor Nutter used his veto power to quash a similar initiative. Undeterred, the Philadelphia City Council in 2013 made another attempt to pass a similar bill. The effort, led by Councilman Greenlee, again faced opposition from the mayor's office and business groups.
One of the reasons behind the introduction of this bill for me was I think it's important that we're in a city, and I'm an elected official in the city, that respects people. I think, and respects fairness. Fairness is, to me, one of the overriding things that as a public official we have to try to find, and it's about treating people right and giving people that what I think is a reasonable minimum of paid sick days a year, 7 or 4, depending on the size of the business, I believe is fair and just for everybody concerned.
In my career, I have witnessed food workers who have gone to work with viral hepatitis infecting salad bars, workers coughing with multi-drug-resistant tuberculosis condemning their fellow workers to 6 months or longer of treatment, people going to work with flu-like symptoms and fever, and employees with contagious skin rashes. This legislation recognizes that sometimes it is in the best interest of society for workers to stay home.
But with restaurants, it is particularly important, I believe, because of the close contact that restaurant workers have with their fellow employees and particularly with the public. So that's why it's called the Healthy Families Initiative, because it is about the health of people.
The bill faced strong objection from Mayor Nutter and a number of constituencies, including the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce opposed the bill, claiming it would destroy businesses in the city.
The Chamber of Commerce commissioned an analysis by Dr. William Dunkelberg, professor of economics at Temple. His analysis concluded that employees' use of paid sick leave, the cost of substitute workers to replace those sick workers, and the administrative costs of business compliance with the bill would cost Philadelphia businesses hundreds of millions of dollars annually and lead to the loss of thousands of jobs.
Recognizing the implications this issue has on the health of both workers and diners, Councilman Greenlee was unimpressed by the testimony.
This is the Health Committee. Do you not acknowledge that there is at least a health aspect? I acknowledge the economic aspect. Why won't the administration acknowledge a health aspect?
I wish I could answer you. I didn't talk to Dr. Schwartz about this.
Oh, come on, Mr. Greenberger. Come on.
A recent study by the Restaurant Opportunities Center found that nearly 2/3 of Philadelphia restaurant workers have worked while sick. Almost 3/4 of those who worked while sick said they did so because they could not afford to take the day off without pay, and almost half said they were afraid of being fired or penalized for staying home. Despite these numbers, Patrick Conway, the CEO of the Pennsylvania Restaurant and Lodging Association, remains opposed to paid sick leave. Mr. Conway asserts that a paid sick leave bill will force businesses out of Philadelphia and stop restaurants from hiring more workers. According to Mr. Conway, it is a false notion that the industry has sick people coming in all the time to serve food to their patrons.
For those who oppose the bill, I would say think about it a little bit more and just don't react to what I call almost the knee-jerk reaction of saying, well, anything that further regulates business is a wrong thing. But I think their opposition to it would seriously decrease because the facts, I think, belie the argument that it is a negative to the business community.
Opponents of this bill say they support sick time, paid sick time in concept. Well, I don't get sick in concept. I don't have to forego a day's pay in concept. These are realities that I need to deal with in my everyday life. And I urge you to vote yes for the Earned Sick Days bill. Thank you again for your time, members of the council.